In the raw, unforgiving world of bodybuilding, there are men who carve their names into legend not with words, but with the sheer mass of their physiques. Among these giants, one name roared louder than the rest, a nickname so powerful it sent shockwaves through gyms and arenas alike: Nexilla. He wasn't just another competitor walking on stage. He was a phenomenon. A man who looked as if he had been sculpted from iron and wrapped in the hide of a beast. His neck alone, thick as a tree trunk, gave him a presence unlike anyone else. That was his calling card, the reason fans leaned forward in their seats, the reason whispers grew into thunderous chants: Nexilla is here. From the beginning, his journey was forged in struggle. Born with a hunger that couldn't be silenced, he wasn't handed success. He earned it with sweat-drenched days and nights inside the Iron Temple. The clang of weights was his symphony, the burning lactic acid in his muscles his constant companion. While others sought comfort, Nexilla embraced the grind. He knew that greatness was never gifted. It was carved into the flesh through relentless repetition. The transformation was terrifyingly beautiful. With every rep, every set, every ounce of discipline, his body expanded into something monstrous yet majestic. His traps rose like mountains, his chest a fortress, his arms like coiled steel. And at the center of it all was that neck, so thick, so commanding, that it almost seemed supernatural. Commentators, fans, and rivals alike couldn't ignore it. That single feature became a symbol of his identity. He wasn't just big, he was a walking colossus. But what made Nexilla unforgettable wasn't just the muscle. It was the aura. When he stepped under the spotlight, the air shifted. Crowds held their breath, as if the sheer density of his physique consumed the oxygen around him. His presence demanded silence before it ignited chaos. Judges couldn't take their eyes off him, photographers raced to capture the perfect angle, and fans erupted in disbelief. On that stage, he wasn't a man, he was a force of nature. Yet behind the monstrous frame was a man of resilience. He wasn't born into luxury or comfort. His rise was a battle against doubt, poverty, and the weight of expectations. Every time life tried to break him, he answered with iron. Every failure only sharpened his edge. Nexilla became a living reminder that champions are not defined by the trophies they hold, but by the wars they fight within. As his reputation spread across the globe, so did the stories. Whispers of his training intensity filled gyms worldwide. They said he trained with a fury that scared even the most hardened veterans. They said the weights themselves feared him, bending under his relentless assault. Legends spoke of workouts where others would collapse, but Nexilla would push further, grow stronger, and leave behind only echoes of his determination. But with the spotlight came the pressure. Fame in bodybuilding is a double-edged sword, adored by millions, scrutinized by critics. Every flaw magnified, every move judged. Nexilla bore it all. The comments, the doubts, the comparisons to other legends, he let them fuel his fire. While others talked, he built. While others doubted, he delivered. On competition day, the stage became his battlefield. The lights beamed down, music roared, and the crowd erupted. As he walked forward, veins bulging, skin stretched tight over slabs of muscle, time seemed to slow. Every pose was a statement, every flex a declaration of war. His physique told the story of years sacrificed, of friendships lost, of nights spent alone chasing perfection. The judges couldn't ignore him. The crowd couldn't look away. This was Nexilla's moment, a spectacle of power and poise. But like all great stories, Nexilla's wasn't just about the victories. It was about the man who endured the cost of chasing greatness. Behind the photoshoots and flashing lights were the scars, the torn muscles, the aching joints, the loneliness that came with the pursuit of immortality. Bodybuilding wasn't just his passion, it was his cage. And yet, he never once stepped back. He embraced the suffering, for he knew that legends are not remembered for how easy their path was, but for how they conquered the impossible. To his fans, Mosquera was more than a bodybuilder. He was an icon of perseverance. To watch him was to believe that no obstacle was too big, no dream too far. His story wasn't just written in muscle. It was written in every fan who found the courage to chase their own goals because they saw him defy human limits. As the years rolled by, his name became eternal. New champions would come, new physiques would rise, but the shadow of Mosquera remained. He had etched himself into the DNA of bodybuilding history, a reminder of what happens when relentless willpower meets unshakable discipline. In the end, Mosquera was never just about the neck, nor the muscles, nor the stage victories. He was about the fire within, the hunger that drives ordinary men to become extraordinary. He showed the world that greatness isn't about looking human, it's about becoming something more, something timeless. And so, when the lights dim and the crowds disperse, the legend of Mosquera lingers. Not just as a man, not just as a bodybuilder, but as a titan whose very existence proved that even in a world of giants, there are those who rise to become gods. His story echoes in the walls of gyms, in the clank of iron plates, in the sweat of every lifter chasing glory. For Mosquera is not just remembered, he is relived, every single day, by those who dare to dream bigger.